In late 2025, Pakistan-occupied Kashmir erupted again. Students in Muzaffarabad filled the streets against steep fee hikes and a flawed digital exam system that delayed results for months. What began as peaceful rallies at the University of Azad Jammu and Kashmir turned violent when gunfire injured a student. Tires burned, roads were blocked, and chants rose against the Pakistani government and army. This unrest came just weeks after Islamabad signed a truce with protest leaders from earlier demonstrations over high electricity bills and wheat shortages that killed 10 and injured 100. The anger in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir was not isolated. Across the world in 2025, Generation Z or Z, young people born between 1997 and 2012, stood up against system they saw as corrupt, unequal, and outdated. From Kathmandu to Paris, from Dhaka to Washington, the same message echoed: frustration with leaders who failed to deliver fairness, opportunity, and dignity. Now, talking about the background, Generation Z, or Gen Z that we call, grew up through global crisis, economic slowdowns, pandemic, and climate anxiety. They entered adulthood facing rising costs, limited jobs, and government they viewed as disconnected. With social media as their rallying around, they organized a leaderless, fast-moving protest. Discord groups, TikTok clips, and live streams replaced party slogans and manifestos. The 2024 Bangladesh movement that toppled Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina over job quotas set the tone. By 2025, the digital wave became global, linking local struggles into one generational voice. Now, where they happened? In Nepal, protests shook Kathmandu in September after the government banned 26 social media apps. Thousands of students marched against censorship, corruption, and nepotism. Clashes left 19 dead and forced the government to lift the ban within a week. In Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, two waves defined the year. The first in late September turned deadly as protests over high power bills and wheat shortage left 10 people dead. The second in early November began UAJK over a fee surge of up to 60% and errors in an e-marking system that failed or misgraded students. Authorities' imposition of ₹1,500 rechecking fee per subject deepened outrage. Police in action after a shooting incident turned student anger into a regional movement spreading even to Lahore. Bangladesh saw renewed clashes in October as youth rejected a new government charter seen as consolidating power. In Dhaka, tear gas and arrest marked days of street fighting near Parliament. In France, the Banlieue Stout Block Everything campaign mobilized Gen Z workers and students. In May, protesting pension and labor reforms. By September, nationwide blockades have paralyzed transport. In the United States, the No Kings Rally on October 18 united students in over 2,500 cities against President Donald Trump's policies on education, debt relief, and climate cuts. Beyond these hotspots, young unrest flared elsewhere. Morocco jailed 2,400 after deadly riots in Ojda. Madagascar's October protests forced President Andry Joelina to flee. Kenya resisted tax hikes. Togo erupted over an artist arrest. Indonesia, Peru, and the Philippines saw smaller movements over jobs and environment. Now, why they happened? These uprisings shared the same root: economic stress, political exclusion, and frustration with corruption. In Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, broken system and opaque institutions reflected deeper discontent. Nepal's youth denounced graft. Bangladesh and France fought political and economic inequality. US protesters opposed rollback of student debt relief, rising cost of living, poor education and health services, and lack of accountability added to the anger. Heavy-handing policies, from tear gas to live bullets, often turned protest violent. Implications? The impact was immediate and far-reaching. Nepal's Prime Minister resigned after 5 days of chaos. Madagascar's president fled, and in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, Islamabad promised new education boards and healthcare funds to claim tensions. Yet, the outcome remains uneven. Crackdowns in Morocco and Togo showed how fragile these movements can be. For governments, the warning is clear. The world's youngest generation is willingly to stay silent. Their organizing power is digital, their network borderless, and their patience thin. In 2025, Gen Z didn't just demand reform, they forced it into the global agenda. That's all for now on this story. Stay tuned to those Savera. Download the app and follow us on various social media platforms.